what's going on, guys? It's Ryan, the Hot Toys Collector, back today with another figure final production photos and announcement. We're looking at the Remnant Shoretrooper from The Mandalorian. Before we get into those photos, though, I'd ask if you could please drop down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the little bell for notifications, leave a comment below. Have you pre-ordered this guy? Are you waiting? Were you waiting on these photos to come out so you could get a good idea of what he's going to look like? Let me know in the comments below. Now, as you can see, we are looking at the Remnant Shoretrooper from The Mandalorian. These are the final production photos. They look really good. The Shoretrooper Commander we just got, or Shoretrooper Leader, I should say, we just got a few weeks ago. And now we're going to be checking out the second one of that, which is just the regular Shoretrooper. So you can see here, it's a little bit different than the Shoretrooper that was in Rogue One. Doesn't have the blue on his uniform here and across the chest piece as those did. As I have a picture of the original Shoretrooper from Rogue One. As you can see, he's got blue here, blue there, and to me, the suit, at least in this picture, looks to be a little less yellow than the one we are getting from here. But the basic outline of the suit is the same. The head helmet looks the same, and it's a solid looking figure. I like this little pouch right here we get. The gun looks really nice. We'll go through a few pictures here. That looks really good. I know in the past we've always struggled to try to get stormtroopers into this pose. I'm hoping that this one will be an exception to that. Getting them to pose shooting down rifles is not always the easiest. It's very hit or miss. Hopefully this wasn't some sort of photoshopped where they got the hands kind of up in that general move and then just Photoshop the gun in. Hopefully you can actually get him in that position. And this is a cool photo too. As you see, you got another one back here. He's got a little bit of red on this sleeve as we get a look at that. That looks really good. And I wonder, is this the only blaster that we're getting? I don't remember. We can pull him up on Sideshow here in just a second and check him out. But as you can see, I like that photo right there. It's slung over his shoulder, things like that. That looks really cool. That's just kind of a nice standing museum style pose, as I would call that. This one, again, we get him up in that position. Like I said, it's always hit or miss with some of these troopers, how well you can get them to shoot down the barrel of their rifle to get them to look. This one, you know, these are pretty simple poses here. Just get the rifles in hand and get them like they're walking or running. That looks really good. Yeah, so this is, to me, this has always been kind of the more typical pose that you're going to get. You got to kind of angle the gun just right. You got to get his wrist just angled just right. The right wrist, the back one there. The left one's usually not a problem. And then most of the time the gun just kind of rests in that hand. And you got to get it angled just right and then angle his head just right. And then it gets that illusion of him looking down the barrel. You look at that one more face on compared to this one. This one looks like you're able to get him in that kind of that original where he's got it up and he's got his head cocked to the side looking, to whereas this one looks like you've got to manipulate the gun a little more and the wrists a little more to get him to get in that pose. So we'll see. Be interesting to see what kind of articulation we get with the upper. The lower body shouldn't have any problems because you just got the pants here. The upper body with the armor and the suit, those can always be a little more tricky. So this got a little smoke background to it. That looks real nice. And then this is more of a real world picture where you got him up on, looks like some sort of concrete structure of some sort. Gives it that look. That looks really cool. I'm glad they brought out the Shoretroopers for the Mandalorian. I missed out on the Shoretroopers from Rogue One, and any of the Rogue One line, I don't have any of the Rogue One line. And any of that line to try to buy it on the secondary market is you're going to be paying an arm and a leg. You know, the Jenner So Deluxe, I mean, you're probably talking five to 600 if you wanted that figure. The Shoretrooper is probably in the 400 to 500 range. I would really like if Hot Toys would do some reissues of that to cut down on the scalping. I don't know if they will. They've done that with the Iron Man figures in the past, but Iron Man is their bread and butter. That's really what they go to get their their fan base there in China. Is Iron Man's, he's the go-to. So let's come over here and let's go look at Sideshow, and we will pull up the pre-order page for the Shoretrooper. I think he's back here. He's back here in the pre-orders, which is back here in the 6 or 7. Let's see, I think this is where they start. See, there are a lot of items up for pre-order right now. This is an exciting time to be a Hot Toys collector, as I feel like we've gotten a lot of figures that maybe even 3 or 4 years ago they probably wouldn't have done, or they would have teased us and then never delivered. So here is the Shoretrooper. We got him for $230 on Sideshow, which isn't a bad price whatsoever. This is before the price increase hit, obviously. So you can see, just kind of run through a few pictures here. I mean, I think the figure looks really good. He's pretty similar to the Shoretrooper that we got from Rogue One, except for the blue pieces that were across the armor there. But see, this is another one where you kind of just get where the gun looks down, and you don't ever really get him to where he's looking through the scope. But yeah, so you get just the one. We're getting just the one rifle is what it looks like. Let's go down here. Weapons. Yeah, weapons. One blaster rifle. So, you know, I think it's a solid figure. I'd be happy to have him in my collection since I missed the Shoretrooper on the first go around with the Rogue One. I've always regretted not collecting the Rogue One line. I wasn't really collecting Star Wars figures at the time. I was kind of sticking with Marvel because they had the most characters, and we were always getting Marvel releases. And at the time, I was like, I didn't have enough space, and I didn't know if I want to spend that much money on the Star Wars figures as well. And now I'm just like, I want all of them. Give me all of them. So that's kind of where I'm at on it. So this will be good to have in my collection. Looking forward to it. And let me know in the comments below, are you planning on picking this up? Have you pre-ordered it? And if so, are you excited that he's getting released? And you should be getting a shipping notification here probably in the next few weeks. If you order from Sideshow. If you order from Toys Wonderland or another HK web seller like that, you're probably going to be getting him here in the next few days. So let me know in the comments below, and I appreciate everybody watching. Please like and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.